the best event ever for Gears of War, which will be our Mexico City Open with a prize pool of $200,000. It'll be from February 1st through the 3rd.
Yes, it will be, and you guys do not want to miss it. As you guys just saw, that 2v2 match. Yo, we're going to be having our 2v2 in Mexico City as well. So I'm looking for the best 2v2 players to come out and get a piece of that prize pool.
Yeah.
If you guys are just joining us for our last match of the day, our North American 2K final is coming up. But first, this week's Fight Night is presented by Fox's Alita. Come check out go check out that character Alita, who's going to be in some dope fight scenes just like Motorball. And you got director Robert Rodriguez, you know, with movies out there such as Spy Kids and Sin City. If you guys have not seen it, you guys have not seen a look, we got something we want to show you guys.
Tonight is not a game, it is a hunt.
Alita, they will come for you.
Why? I'm just a girl.
You have the most advanced weapon ever.
I need you to destroy her.
Alita, run!
You made the biggest mistake of your life.
And what's that?
Underestimating who I am. I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
Alita Battle Angel, February 14th in IMAX.
All right, and there you have it, Alita, Battle Angel, in theaters February 14th. And you know what I love about this movie, Blaze? I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen a commercial about 100 times, and it's never gotten old to me. I love how innocent and everything that she seems.
Yeah.
And then the more and more she figures herself out, the more amazing she becomes throughout the movie. I'm interested in the character development.
Reminds me of Kate from Gears of War. It really does. So you guys could definitely relate to this one. But our North American 2K final is something that we have not seen before.
Where do you start? Okay, so let's pick a team. Which one do you want to talk about?
Treyway.
Oh, you get the fun team. Go ahead.
No, I take Buddybuddy.
Treyway. So a lot of people look at Gears of War at a high level and they say, "How do we get there? You know, I'm the best." No. You got to start from the bottom. Depend on your teammates. Do your homework. And then when you go against these pro teams, you show out. In last weekend's 2K tournament, this team went against 3 professional rosters and beat all of them, including Optic Gaming. This team beat Optic Gaming, okay? They beat
Rise Nation,
and I believe Simplicity. So these guys are the real deal so far. They're matched up against some veterans in the scene. Buddybuddy.
Man, and Buddybuddy, man, this roster, you're going to have, you got Crushmo, Firearms, Speedy on there as well. You're going to have Toy Soldier, and there's going to be one more player there. It's going to be God Plays, and they're coached by Wildebeest as well. So that's another one that I want to put out there. So this team on paper has a lot of talent. It has the pieces. It even has the brains, because if you guys don't know, Wildy, one of the smartest players in Gears of War history, legend. And to have him in a coaching position is going to help any team that he's a part of. Plus, you got the slaying power of Speedy and Crushmo and Toy. It's going to be wild, man. And I'm serious. I'm curious to see what they're about to bring to Fight Night, because this is a North American 2K Fight Night win. This is the victory. These are the pro points coming in. It won't affect the seeding, but it's still a good chunk of pro points, especially when you have Optic Gaming out there constantly winning North American 2K. So all these players can use it, especially coming down towards the later end of the season. Yeah,
and this Treyway roster they have a beautiful story coming up. I honestly don't know anything about this team. There's a picture of I don't even know who he is right there.
That's Symbolics.
That's Symbolics. Yeah. Right. That's Symbolics apparently. But the fact that they came up from the shadows and they're beating the best of the best, and now they have a chance to be your 2K champions, that speaks so much in regards to just, you know, how far they've come and their potential.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, Abolix might not know it, but you know, I've been a fan of Abolix sniping. You know, when he was on the season last year, Abolix is one of the filthiest snipers that I've seen multiple times. You know, but you got to be able to handle the pressure under the lights and be able to handle those pressure situations. You know, so. But I think tonight we're gonna see something nice out of Treyway. Treyway, you got Landarchy on the team too. Landarchy coming out. You're gonna see these guys for the first time. Yeah. And we rarely see new teams on Fight Night, especially in our North American 2K final. So this is gonna be something fresh, something new, and it's gonna be very exciting as well to see what these players are gonna bring to the table. We talk about it a lot, about finding new players and finding new talent. Some of you guys won't know the names on your screen, but just know that the way that they can perform it on land. Okay, they're under the spotlight. They're under that pressure as we cast them and you guys watch them. And I'm creating more pressure right now. So we're gonna see who comes out on top between both these two teams. But you just know that the numbers aren't gonna lie.
Oh no, not at all. And I actually spoke to Braveheart on Monday. We had a little discussion in our DMs, and I said, you know, what's so special about your team? What made you guys get to this point? And what can I say about you? And he says, nothing. We just believe in each other. He said, I love everybody on my team, and you know, there's really no one to point out. We all work as a unit.
We talked a lot about the players who've ever beaten Optic Gaming in anything. It's a small list.
Very small.
It's a very small list, and these guys got added to the list as well, even if it was a 2K.
Yeah.
But when you beat the best, it does something to you. It's not regardless if it's online or on land. When you beat the best, it does something to you. Okay. So we got. Oof, it is. It's just as simple as that, man.
All right, and we're gonna kick things off, and I love this map. We're gonna start off on lift, Treyway, and this name is always gonna make me laugh, Buddybuddy. But this is legit. These are the two teams left in your North American 2K finals. What do you think is coming out on top?
On paper, it's Buddybuddy.
Okay.
On paper, it's Buddybuddy, but
I'm rooting for Treyway.
They beat you. We talked. They beat Optic Gaming. I want them to win it. It's just as simple as that. You know, don't get me wrong, Buddybuddy, you know, it's a great team. They've been playing well, but I'm always about the underdogs. I don't never get a chance to see the underdogs get in these situations at all. So when they do make it to our North American 2K fight night, I'm cheering for them.
And just how much praise you've given Bolix Dakota on your screen. I would love if we actually stayed on his point of view.
I'm down to just talk. I'm talking about Treyway the whole time. I know it. You know, I know a little bit about what Buddybuddy's about, but at the same time, I'm curious to know this roster and what they're going to bring to the table. Because, you know, just knowing that Wildy's, you know, the coach of this team, I almost want to put them top 4 automatically.
Yeah.
They're already seeded in the top 3. You know, Speedy has a lot of these points. But we're going to find out.
All right, Crushmo getting hungry for a kill, runs up. Lanarchy, the first one to go down, and Crushmo is going to have the first blood. Going for the second kill. You saw the domination timer come out on top. You see Treyway now falling 1 by 1.
Yeah, Treyway, they lost that initial over there towards the B hill, but you're going to start to see these guys rotate back on now, start to prioritize their home hill, maybe push out on this side of the map just a little bit. You don't want to get turtled too far back, but it's still early on, 12-second respawns. Treyway looking to push out their home hill. Oh, actually, they're going to go back to go fight the B.
It seems like they're trying to fill out Buddybuddy just a little bit, seeing what the numbers are, gathering some intel to see where they can push. And taking a look at the overview of the map, the maintenance area, heavily flooded by Treyway. It seems like they're going to go for B control again, but it took a little long going there. But the B hill is now captured by the COG team. You're going to have 2 hills. No. Still 1 hill to 2. What's happening? All right, there we have it. 2 hills to 1. Yeah,
they're getting forced back into this home hill. This is the last player alive, but he does know that he has some help at the B hill. Now he just needs to tell his teammates as they spawn up, start focusing on these guys. Start trying to get these downs. Put this pressure on them. And also you're going to have some players come out respawn with spawn shields so they can be even more aggressive. I'm loving the push coming out of Treyway. The teamwork, that's 1 down, 2 down on this corner. Don't put yourself in 1-shot range.
Beautiful.
3 kills in quick succession. B hill capped up as well, but I think the player at B left it. And yeah, they left it alone. They said, hey, they allow God plays a toy. That's a wall bounce duel I don't want to be a part of. I don't even want to go to the hill.
Morality able to get it down with his Lancer from long range. God plays gets taken out, but Toy Soldier left in the 2v1. He gets some help from Crushmo, but Morality, Lanarchy trying to make something happen. The domination counter is going off.
Oh, Morality.
Team kill. Oh, Morality and Zycho.
I think they got it done. They did get it done. Morality was smart coming up off that revive and point blanking the player and it was still standing up, but still anybody's game. Can they get it done in the final few moments? You see Treyway looking at found a stride, bringing the pressure. They just need to fight on top of the home hill. Fight on top of the home hill. Let these guys come out of cover. You gotta have that state of mind to know that you don't have to chase these kills in these situations. Keep 3 people there and everybody will come to you.
All right, Treyway making a statement, getting the very first round against Buddybuddy, the veteran squad, and their new member, Speedy. You know him from Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, Speedy. You know, you know, we saw him a little bit on the current Denial roster, but they chose to go the route of Rezik. Speedy, this is another player who I'm looking for his performance in Mexico City.
Okay, I spoke to Speedy on Monday. We had a lengthy discussion on a show, and Speedy actually, you know, he came out as humble. A lot of people when they think of Speedy, they think of, one of the top players in the game with a bad attitude.
Yep.
But after talking to him, the man is passionate. He just wants to win.
Yep.
And on this team, he feels so comfortable. He believes in everybody around him, and that's why they're here in the finals. I would love to see how they progress heading into Mexico City and how well they're going to do.
But I think the big issue is that you don't want Speedy too comfortable. You got to hold him accountable.
Yeah.
He's been subjected to a lot of criticism. He's a talented player, and he could have been on a top 3. Well, currently this team is top 3. Technically they're seeded, but that's because Powers isn't going to the event. He has a lot of pro points that Rise Nation was not able to attain. So that puts Rise Nation down. So, but Speedy, he gets a lot of slack for his communication. So he has mature teammates. He has people to hold him accountable. He has Wildy on the team, and I think that's a good thing because Wildy, Crushmo, those vets is gonna have to contain that talent. You got to be able to get him focused and get him slaying out, but also Speedy's a great IGL. But you got to get his communication up so he can communicate clearly and concise to his teammates in certain situations.
Toy Soldier on skates. Able to sun the Bollocks just a little bit before he gets taken out by Braveheart. With Buddybuddy looking at match point. They were denied. Braveheart getting the kill on Firearm. The B Hill now has no owners. 2 hills belong to Buddybuddy, the veteran team. Let's see if Treyway can come back.
About to find out right now. They do have that, little small 1-round cushion,
And that's not a lot against these guys.
Not a lot. It's like a decorative pillow. All right, really not much use for it. But you're gonna see this aggressiveness coming in from Trey. They're gonna push on through, looking to get these home hills. 3 players are down. They know where the last 2. Look at the 4-man wolf pack.
Look at this.
Stand on the hill.
There
you go.
What veteran teams do. They push
Stand
together.
on the hill. 3 on that hill.
All 5 players.
3 on that hill. There you go. Don't work smarter, not harder.
If you told me this wasn't a pro team, if you took off their names,
they're not. Last week was the first week they played together.
I wouldn't have. That was their first time.
Yeah. That's what I believe.
Yo, shout out to Treyway.
This team won't be in Mexico City.
They need to be at the finals.
Okay. We'll see.
Same exact roster. I need to see them.
I agree with you.
After Mexico City.
Maybe, you know what? I don't even know if they can. Fran said on the hot seat, at first I was going to say maybe they can upgrade, but Fran said that if people are looking at you, your team's doing something right.
Yeah.
If people want to play with you, y'all doing something good. So make sure you keep the roster together. Don't let nobody steal, false fantasy. Like, yo, you know what? You finally know this. Come play with us pro players.
Don't do it.
It ain't that sweet over there. The grass ain't that greener. Don't let them fool you. Okay, stick with what's working for you and your squad. If y'all got good chemistry, if the comms are good, it's good vibes, ride it out.
They don't water the grass like your boys do.
Nah, they don't. Okay, some of them got turf. You don't even know it, though.
I'm going to give a shout out to Braveheart now, finally dying in the 3rd round in this game. He always spoke about his teammates, but this guy, 4 kills, 4 downs, making sure his teammates have the easiest fights ever. But in this 2v2, see Dakota and Lanarchy pushing out, taking out Toy Soldier. Crush Mo with Morality shooting him in the back, running for his life. He has Firearm to help him out on his 2v2 start.
Ooh, that can't, he did his best, but, yeah.
They're playing the team fight so well.
3 down on the side of Buddybuddy. This is gonna be good work for Buddybuddy, right? Because they're under the spotlight. They're playing fight night, playing against a team that last week nobody was giving respect.
No.
And now they're almost about to be a 3-on fight night in favor for Trey. So when Buddybuddy finds himself in this difficult situation, I'm curious to see what the leadership on the team is gonna act like. I'm curious to see how composed they're gonna be.
Look at this. He backs up from the fight when he's for red, believes in his teammates, and Toy Soldier goes down. These guys are depending on each other throughout every single team fight. And you don't see a single 1v1 on Treyway's end. You're always going to see a 3v1, a 4v1, because that's how they roll.
They roll deep. Trip cap domination coming through.
I love this, boys.
It's going to get deep. It's going to get deep. Oh. The B hill is going up and down. There's a fight over there. At first, I didn't know if it was going to get decapped completely, but currently Abolix is over there working, and he's gonna have some help. So, but these players, they need to be careful. Treyway needs to not get lost in this sauce towards the home hill and recognize that the situation's different. You gotta make the best out of it. Try to stay alive as long as you can, but you don't want to give up too much map control. Now, a few of these players probably need to rotate towards that home hill.
And Treyway has such a big deficit coming into this round, but now they're on top 2 hills to 1, doing everything just about right. Their defense, their offense, they have no weakness so far, but Buddybuddy has to find a way.
And that deficit was respect.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was a deficit in respect coming into this round. But they're slowly earning the respect of Buddybuddy as this map slowly starts to progress, and we see it start. Ooh, I thought it connected as it starts to slow down. But
I'll tell you now, next time you
I gassed it, and this is the Bollocks, okay?
Yeah.
This is Dakota Bollocks right here. Sniping hand. That's the reason why they put it down there for him. But trying to connect with that body shot, get a shotty in there, and get aggressive with his teammates.
Dude,
They need to
3v1.
Oh, they're playing for these kills.
They are.
I hope they told their teammates to get the B hill. Okay, you need to keep on going now. You need to decap the home hills. B gets capped. It's a tie game.
Yeah.
You got 3 kills in quick succession. Your teammate's gonna get your home. Cause this drama on top of the home. Throw a smoke, get loose, but you gotta commit to it now. It's not no second
I like
guessing.
this play. I like
You
this
do?
play.
Okay.
Okay, a Bollocks now rotating around with the sniper rifle here to help out his teammate. Oh, barely misses the headshot on Fresh Mode. Firearm takes out his eye show. You hear the sound. Buddybuddy only needs a few more points. But Treyway now, they have no hills, trying to capture the C hill. A Bollocks goes down. Buddybuddy looking to steal this round against Treyway.
All right, since you're done, I didn't like that play at all.
No, never.
No, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
After I gassed him up too.
Yeah, nah, because it was bad because you just got 3 kills. It was 2 to 3 kills towards the B hill. You know, accidental team kill happens, but you're pushing the home hill of your opponent, and you
He went back to his home hill.
No, they were pushing their home hill. They were their opponent's home hill. But no, my fault. You had it right. They were pushing his home
I
hill.
thought he was going to go to the middle with the sniper rifle to clear out their home hill. But he went back to his own.
I just know that they had to fight that 2v2 fight in front of them.
Yeah, they should have.
That's what I.
That was a do or die.
They had to get that decapped and rotate on across.
Imagine if they won that, put out the sniper rifle or lancer, and then supported across the map.
That's all I knew. They had to win that fight in front of them. They had to get into that hill and get it decapped at the least.
But that's a learning lesson now.
It is a learning lesson.
Okay, now they're playing against the best of the best. So we're gonna see how they learn from this whole experience going against Buddybuddy.
But all right, here we go. It's been a big fight over here towards the snipers. Toy and Crush versus Lanarchy and a Bollocks. It is a third man towards this fight as well, but they're playing a little bit closer towards the street area. And this one is starting to slow down. You see this cross coming over, and actually, it's kind of a 2v2 fight in the middle. It's 4 players in this area, and they're slowing it down, and it's like a 1v1 towards the home hill. Oh, some last-minute smokes are coming, so this is gonna equate to a push. Crushmo trying to get the quick pick, but he's gonna opt to just lancer back at these players.
Oh no!
Oh, another team kill.
No, he got the team kill, and then he risked it all to try to make something happen.
I think that was Lanarchy getting payback. I think he was the one that the Bollocks team killed the round before.
Save the time for that.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna chalk it up as. But that sniper's go. You see, it just barely missed the head of Zycho. But here we go. Trip cap domination coming through. Buddybuddy looking to tie this one up.
Hey, then this is going to show us how good Treyway is when it comes to adaptations and just coming back with your backs against the wall. Now, Buddybuddy up in hills going for the domination. Firearm torn in the hill with Toy Soldier himself. Speedy runs in as a battering ram and runs straight past him. He stopped moving. I don't know what was going on in his head, but Lanarchy full red battling with the Bollocks to save his home hill. Only 2 players left, 3 players left alive. On Treyway's side, as Toy Soldier gets singled out.
I hope nobody using controllers with batteries in 2019. Just saying.
That's pretty much what happened.
I hope we got USB cords in 2019.
I thought Speedy was going to get loose and then he stopped and stared out the wall.
I thought he was, he made the right play, run past some people, get their attention, but, regardless of whatever happened, but he's going to disconnect on this round. So he disconnected in that engagement, but this round's still going to get played out. Still a live one, and we'll see if Buddybuddy can hold off till Speedy can reconnect. How do they want to play a man down in this situation?
All right, Treyway blessed with an opportunity, but
they're going to buy as much time as possible.
Yeah, they are. You see Crush on Firearm now going wide. You have Toy Soldier pushing 1v1 to back Braveheart off just a little bit. They're still in the lead, 158 to 106, but here goes the domination timer. Godplay, Toy Soldiers, all up to them. Godplay gets taken out. Treyway is going to go up 3-1.
Yeah, they are going to go up 3-1. And, we're going to see if Speedy gets back into this one. But so far, Treyway, they're getting it done. Get it done during the first few rounds. We'll see what this weapon placement is, and we'll see if he gets back in time. If not, we'll probably end up pausing the game until he does come back. But
get the idea of that.
Let's see. What's going to get placed?
What would you place down, Blaze? Because if I'm on Buddybuddy,
So
now,
so to me, I saw a slow team fight over there at maintenance, right?
yeah,
It was long, drawn out. It was stretched out.
I didn't like it.
You know, if that's both teams' play styles, cool. I don't mind slow gameplay because we typically see teams just rushing at each other over and over. But if you do like that fight, if you do want more options to spread out the players, because they kind of stacked 4 towards the B side, and it was a slow fight for at least the first 30 to 45 seconds of it. But by having M-bar off the other end, each team is going to have to probably send one more player to that side of the map. Okay, so yeah, we're in a situation where we're just waiting for Speed to get back into the game for you folks at home.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he's not going to be back yet, but as soon as he gets in, and I think I actually just saw him join in towards the end, I'm not sure. But anywho.
So I'm going to talk about the positives so
Yeah.
far. So the positives that we see from Treyway is the fact that they always approach fights with the numbers. I don't remember ever seeing a 1v1. I always saw a 2v1 or even a 3v1 the majority of the time.
Yeah, they were wolf packing.
And they're not scared of these fights because they know that they have their numbers and they don't hesitate to approach them.
Yeah, and, you know, and that's so important, especially as a team. You don't have to be as individually skilled as everybody on Optic Gaming to win. Yeah. You just gotta have better teamwork, right? You gotta have better you gotta have better communication. You just gotta be able to talk better than those guys, relay information better, and trust your teammates to make those moves. But you know, listening and communicating properly, you know, their skills of their own. You don't have to play a lot of gears to develop them. You know, you can develop them elsewhere, but it is definitely 2 skills that you need to play gears at a high level. You can best teams that way because if your communication is high, your teammates are listening, their listening skills are on 10, and you make those call-outs, then you guys can set up those plays. You guys will be wolf packing, playing together as a unit. Players will know that they're not in 1v1s, they're actually in 2v1s, and they play them differently when they're able to understand and realize that information under pressure. And I think that's the key, in-game under pressure. Somebody can tell it to you before the map, but as you're fighting shotgun and somebody back and forth trading shots, somebody tells you that info, sometimes you can't process it because you're worried about the fight in front of you. That's a skill of its own.
Listen, I hope you guys are taking notes. That's Blazeology 101 for Gears of War. There you have it. Jumping right into this game. This is going to be the 5th round, one more round until halftime. God plays, picking up the N-bar. Taking it at the N-bar was trapped.
Yeah, looking like it, but you smart. That player, Braveheart, got hit with the M-bar. He got hit in the shoulder.
Oh, God plays with the collateral double kill, taking out both Lanarchy and Braveheart. Toy Soldier picking up the sniper rifles. That would be 2 range power weapons.
Fight night, guys.
Buddybuddy.
Welcome back to Fight Night. Man, that was sick. That was sick on our screen, though.
Yeah. How are you gonna fight back from that? See, so. Yeah, Treyway is up right now 3-2, but that's not a big accomplishment. When you go against the likes of Crushmo and God Plays or even Speedy, these guys have always come back from the negatives. These guys have always come back and destroyed teams, so you cannot let off the gas.
No, you can't let off of it at all.
That was nasty.
No, it was, and we know how talented God Plays is with that M-bar. And, you know, we haven't seen him much from him recently. You know, all last season he was the talk. You know, what he was doing with Ghost Gaming back then, you know, he got a suspension, came back, been fighting to get back to where he was beforehand. He looked good on Aspire with those guys.
He looked great.
He looked great on Aspire.
Yeah.
But now I'm curious to see how he's going to do playing with these vets. You know, it's a lot of veterans on his team, and we know how talented he is.
You know what? God Plays on his recent teams. I would just say he wasn't comfortable. It wasn't the God Plays that we saw in E-United Season 1. E-United Season 1, we saw God Plays with power weapons in his hands and just being a ball of energy, running around in shotgun fights and winning them convincingly. Lately, we've seen him play, you know, IGL with his Lancer out. With this roster, I'm pretty sure he's going to have, you know, the green light to do whatever he pleases.
All right, as you can see.
There you have it. Morality in the sights. God Plays now switching his attention over to Show, catching him with his Lancer out. But
Buddybuddy getting aggressive over here towards this platform. They're going to start to back up just a little bit. It's a 2v2 fight. But, you know, Mortality, that aggression towards that other end, the other end, we call fans over by the deck. It allowed his teammate Show to get that M-bar. He picks up a quick headshot on Speedy. Now God Plays is just trying to stay alive as long as he can, but he's trapped between a rock and a hard place, quite literally.
Rush the M-bar. You got to rush the M-bar.
There's the rock to your right.
There you go.
And the hard place is on the flank.
Moralities has his back, taking out God plays, Crushmo falling as well. It's going to be 3 straight kills, 4 straight kills to Treyway. As the domination is coming through, Dakota picking up the sniper rifle. Can Speedy do it? Speedy gets in the hill.
You see how he stays in the hill, prioritizing the decap.
But that's it, all 5 days.
Yeah, he tries to make it happen there. But in round number 6, at 22-second respawns, this trader gets it done.
You know what? This is fun. I want more teams to step up to the plate and stick it to the likes of Optic and Denial and show up on Fight Night. I love this.
You know what? We're gonna have to just get back to basics, Vale, and you know, make sure we get some of these amateur teams out here and get them on Fight Night and just make sure we put them under the spotlight.
I would love to. I would love to. You guys used to do that on Fight Night a lot. Bring that back because these guys, as you see, they can hang with the best of them. All they need is just that opportunity.
You know, hey, if you guys want that opportunity, please DM me. There you go. Open. Say, hey Blaze, man, you know, we played in the Fight Night this week. We did kind of well. You know, I think that, you know, we're ready to be on Fight Night. Let me know.
Yeah. But you're gonna have to back up your tongue.
Yeah, right. You know, if you want me and Belly to cast you guys, it's nothing but a word.
Because I can crack your jokes if you dropping donuts.
Are you ready for the word though? Because not everybody's ready for the word. We're gonna give you your gospel. We're gonna expose you, all your weaknesses.
Everybody talks a good game until that bright light hits them.
That's my favorite thing in the world. Putting that bright light in people's faces. But we also see superstars, man. All right. We do see superstars, and we got a few of them in this match right now.
Now we're looking at 3 down for Buddybuddy. Now 4 down with Speedy going to the grave. Crushmo, the last player alive, and we're looking at a domination attempt. 5 seconds left on the clock, and the smokes are out. See a ball standing behind in the hill. Lanarchy and Braveheart with the shotguns out, and that's going to be it. Treyway going up 5-2 against Buddybuddy, trying to do the impossible, something that no other amateur team has done so far in the 2K and Fight Night. Coming up from the bottom, beating the best, and being the champion.
All right, 5-2 on the scoreboard. Let's see. What is, because to me, yeah, I'm about to say Buddybuddy needs to recognize that, all right, we need to put something big down now early on. We can't wait to match point.
Yeah.
At 5-2, we need to expect that we're going to win a few more rounds and try to tie this one up. So if that's our game plan, and this is what we're going to be playing for, we're playing to win in this moment, then a big power weapon like the drop shot had to go down. They had to change this fight away from maintenance. They had to get away from a Bolix and Co., a Bolix and Lanarchy fighting that platform. They're super talented at it. They needed a more unpredictable fight. And so far, they get first blood and second blood. But a quick pick drop shot, I think. No? Okay, the drop shot's probably on the ground.
It's on the ground right now. All right.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Buddybuddy with the clean wipe over here near the drop shot. You see them go for the quick pickup, but with no smokes and no teammates around them. Treyway
from downtown.
Oh, Braveheart trying to catch fire, and then he gets taken out by Speedy and the drop shot.
So they're gonna back up. Speedy has 3 of these drops left in his hand, in the clip. Their home hill is under attack. They're calling out. They at least got 3. Speedy recognizes he has some time to focus on his area, sees nothing to the right, but he's gonna tell his teammate that, hey, you need to go push over there. But he's getting the call out from the left, and we're starting to see those blue arrows rotate. Speedy is like following him. He's like, all right, he's going where? He's looking for the call outs, looking for the marks. He's screaming at his teammates, he'll mark somebody. Oh, Lanarchy from down. Woo! 2 for 2. He's trying to stay alive to go 3 for 3.
Perfect play.
Oh, he's going to catch somebody in the left. Buddy pulls out his pistol, stand with his teammates. Buddybuddy, they're making great use of this power weapon, but most importantly, they're not taking too much, right?
Right.
They're not attempting to go for the trip cap just yet. 3 for 3.
This is all from great call-outs by his teammates, and Speedy listening for every call-out. One thing that I really like when it comes to Gears of War is that the best teams, they paint a picture for their teammates. That way you know where everybody is on the map without even having to look for yourself. And with call-outs like that, you're going to have players like Speedy able to capitalize with power weapons.
But also, too, by him holding on to it as long as he has, he's controlled. Oh, no. Oh, I thought it was going to catch the guy walking past it. But, you know, it worked out because they stretched those drop shots. They stayed in positions for the next drop. They racked up a big lead as well. So they've been playing it very great. But all your hard work can be lost in these few moments when you got 4 down. The last guy's on your home hill. He can't go down. Oh, but he gets trapped.
You push him, Braveheart.
Just like that, you can lose a round, man.
There you go. Zaisho cleaning up the kill. Domination is coming through. Godplay trying to be the last hope for his team. 3 more seconds. They can't make it on time. Treyway one round away from taking the first map here in the 2K North American Finals.
It's either one or two things are going to need to happen right there in that situation. One is you pick up the drop and make a decision that, hey, I'm going to save these. We're going to go try to play for a trip cap domination. Or you're going to say, hey, we're going to just hold a 2 cap and get as many points as we can. Or you're going to have to play for that new drop. They played it so good all the way towards the end. But they lost so many players so quickly, and they just made one mistake. And it takes one mistake for somebody to trip cap you.
Yeah.
That's why I always stress to teams that when you have the advantage and you have that man count, go win the round. Because you're not going to, you know, if you're in a good spot and you second guess yourself, you might not get another position like that during the round. So if 2 dead, 3 dead, bring the pressure.
Here we go. Treyway learning from their mistakes. Nobody's going for the quick pickup, but Toy Soldier will be the first to go down. Lanarchy getting the first blood. Take a look at Abolix, what he's doing for his teammates.
They can get 3 kills right here. They're all weak.
Pick up the drop shot. Abolix playing this perfectly.
2 dead.
Braveheart getting 2 kills. Speedy and Godplay is dead.
They're pressured.
Look at this. Flawless. Firearm. You're out of here. Crushball and Toy Soldier, the last ones in the domination. It's coming through.
Oh, you gotta stay alive. Your teammates are there to help you. 4 are dead. They can't crumble in these last few seconds. Oh my Toy, what you doing? To survive, extend the round. That's a playmaker.
In the whole round.
Treyway could have ended the game there. Now the drop shot's going to hand of Buddybuddy. Granted, Treyway is going to be at match point. They have plenty of times to end this one, but rounds like those, comebacks like those, the plays that Toy just made gives teams momentum to make comebacks like these.
Morality, challenging Godplays for the map control. Over here, overlooking E. He gets taken out with the swiftness, but Speedy comes up behind him with the drop shot in hand. No one's going to take E immediately, but at the top of your screen, you see Lanarchy and Co. pushing towards D hill. They want the double home hill setup.
Oh, I was going to say, did he just run in their spawn? They did. They both ran in their spawn. That was smart.
That's going to cause a huge distraction.
Especially if it's 5 people alive. Yeah. But you can't be in that spawn for too long. Also, you got a player spawning up. He's going to have spawn shield. Firearm does not have to push Zycho. He just has to stay alive. Yeah.
Back up, Morality. You got too much dip on your chip. He gets taken out by Firearm.
A lot of individual fights.
Yeah, that's something you can't have. Your team is playing well. Continue to back up and play with your teammates. But Zycho, 4 red, he's going to back off. 1-1 hill. You're looking at a score of 104 to 98.
Oh my God, Treyway just played that so gangster.
That was amazing.
They really did. It was so wild.
Treyway.
They had people trapped in spawn. I thought this was going to be Buddy's round.
Treyway all day, going for the domination. And it was tonight. Toy Soldier gets taken out.
Oh, they're hitting shots.
Dead.
They're hitting shots. They say, nah, we're going to win this one. We're hitting shots right now.
Barrow, get out of here. Godplays. Can he do it?
I don't know.
Godplays, get out of here.
What's happening this round? That's 5 dead, folks.
That's it.
As you see.
This is like a veteran team.
They got it done. They got it
like
done. 4 rounds in a row.
This team looks like they've won a lot of money before in Gears of War.
You wouldn't even be able to tell that this is their first time on Fight Night. You thought I'd be crazy if I said they're not going to Mexico City after beating Raptor Gaming this weekend.
Hey, sponsors.
Man, y'all might
if you got the money, you better fly these boys out.
The thing is about what you just said, Val, is that the amount of, if these guys were to win a 2K this week, right?
Hello. If
they were to win the last 2K on Fight Night before Mexico City, and somebody was like, you know what? We just gonna try to pay for y'all to get there.
See what happens.
You know what I'm saying? They living on top. They the last team to beat out the game.
What seed is Buddy?
They the last team to beat out the game.
You're right. They just beat a team that's legit a top 4 seed in the game.
You never know what can happen, but if I was a betting man, I would bet on these boys to go out there and at least get top 4.
You don't sound crazy.
Why not, right?
You don't sound crazy.
Why not? Granted, some people was like, yo, Blaze, relax. It's 1-2K. It was one match. The Optic Gaming fans are like, come on, Blaze, Optic don't be trying sometimes.
They didn't just beat Optic, though.
They beat 3 top teams.
Yes.
They stayed consistency. They came on Fight Night. I gassed them. I set the stage. Okay? They still performed.
Yeah.
Didn't miss a beat. Come on now.
Treyway all day.
If they go out here and have a 7-0 performance on Old Town after the 7-2, come on now. Y'all can't hate on them.
No.
Y'all better hop on the train. Shoot, follow him on Twitter.
This is passionate Blaze right now. This man is for real.
I've seen a lot of stuff in Gears, and I'm not counting these guys out as a fluke. I'm being honest with y'all. Don't you count these boys out. Don't get me wrong. This was a wild Sunday. The 2K results was crazy. Okay, the playoffs was crazy. This was a wild Sunday.
I've never seen anything like this. All right.
You know what? If these guys don't go, don't make it to Mexico, but I'm gonna be looking out for them on Fight Night again. Yeah. Between Mexico and whenever we get to the finals, I'm gonna be looking out for them
all the time.
And if they're making it consistently, come on now.
A sponsor has to grab them.
But also, we gotta ask ourselves the big question: how the hell does a team like this come out of nowhere? And just starts beating up on all these pro teams. What clicked, right? Was that one Optic Gaming game enough to build the confidence up in these guys for them to feel like they can beat anybody? Was it just a matter of perception? Was it just a matter of just having to do it one time, Val?
Just having that one chance.
Just beat them one time. And they did it, and now they feel like superheroes.
Yep, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Treyway picking up map 1. But it's all but over yet. Coming up next, we're going to see if Buddybuddy can go ahead and tie things up. But before we head into map 2, I said we learned a little bit more about Buddybuddy.
What keeps me fighting, what keeps me coming back is literally just want to hold up that trophy. I was always a friend that people would come to, oh, like beat this guy up, beat my other friend up, quick, model for 2, quick scope him, I think you're really good, you can beat him. That competitive nature, I've always been around it, and that's just who I am. I'm a competitive person. Like, I always want to be first. Second is the first loser, as people would say. What I bring to this roster, I think, is the experience, and with that experience, my teammates, I'm sure they're learning a lot from me. The reason why I'm teaming with them is because I know they're capable of it. We just need to catch fire, and it's slow for every other team. My team and I, we're gonna do our best to play our best. It's easier said than done, but once we catch on fire, like I said earlier, I know we're gonna be capable of taking down big teams.
Buddy. He said if we catch hot, it's gonna be all brother teams. Well, listen, you're gonna have to prove that against Treyway right now.
Because they ain't buddy with y'all. You can't be friends with Treyway.
Not at all. But to say some positive things for Buddybuddy, even though they lost convincingly on map number 1, this team, they're not pushovers. You take a look at the players on this team. You have champions, Soldier and Speedy. You have the best player in Canada, Crushmo, Canadian Jesus.
The legend in Wildy.
Yeah, exactly. Firearm, one of the
best sharpshooters and emotional leaders. Okay, in the game,
big time. So we're gonna have to see if they have what it takes to go against Treyway. From the looks of it, Blaze, I'm gonna be quite honest. You take a look at a team that came from the bottom, a chance to really make a statement under the bright lights. It's gonna be hard to beat them because they have nothing to lose. Buddybuddy, on the other hand, they have everything to lose.
They got it all.
Yeah,
we're gonna see what can they do. And you know what? It was a wild week in the 2K. Buddybuddy, we'll see if they're going to be able to force this game 3. Old Trey ended on Old Town. Folks, I'm going to be looking for that fight mid-market. Having control over mid-market, you're able to see multiple lanes through the map. The lanes on the left and the right, the back street, the bell tower. It's 3 major lanes on this map. It's simple. One goes through the middle and on each side. All 3 lanes need to be covered at all times. They have access to multiple hills. If you're not watching them, you better be watching your 6.
And if you're just tuning in, once again, Treyway now up 1-0 in maps, the amateur team that came out of nowhere to beat Optic Gaming, Rise Nation, and Simplicity, looking to knock out their 4th pro team here in the 2K Finals.
All right, we're going to be seeing another 2-2-1 on this map. 2 down back street, 2 down middle, and 1 down bell tower fighting the home hill fight. So spread out again. This is also something that we kind of saw on Foundation, the same spread, the 2-2-1. So we'll see what both these teams want to do. But I always, preach a lot about each team having duos, right?
Yeah.
Because you see the map get spread out a lot like that. And I believe that if you can have the same duo play the same spots on every single map, you build chemistry, you build consistency with the roster, you build something that you can't teach. And I think all teams need to, when they're making new squads and they're deciding the positions in which players are going to play, You gotta put, make it, consistent across all maps. I'm telling you guys, we'll create something special that will, when you find yourself in a pressure situation, where you're looking to win a championship, you want to be on the same page as much as possible, and that's just one way I've learned that it can help you over the years.
Definitely gonna have to agree, but taking a look at Backstreet, you see a 1v1 with Speedy now capturing the hill, Crushmo in the market area, a power position, offering support fire to help two players back up off of his teammate. Now with one more going down, Morality, he's gonna go back to the grave, and you see Buddy swarming this B hill area.
All right, so B is capped up. You're gonna see them. They're locking it down. There's 3 in the area, so. Nobody from Trey is going to be able to get over there and take that B hill. 5 seconds to go, you should have made a push towards their home hill, but you see Firearm, he's sneaking, now he's got to draw players to him. This is going to let his teammates push down towards the other side of the map. Because Firearm, they got to come back to their home hill, so he's going to play it safe. He actually decapped and got away.
Smart.
He told his teammates they're not chasing. They're fortified on the other side of the map. They have somebody in the middle. Firearm, they have all 3 lanes covered, but they have the majority of their players at the main fight at B.
Yeah, now Treyway, they're going to have to fight their way up this B lane. The Toy Soldier falling, but Abolics gets team kill. Zyshow finds himself in a 1v1 with Speedy. Supporting in the back with Speedy coming down with his Lancer. God plays will back up. This is a fight that Buddybuddy felt like they didn't have to do. And as you hear from the sound, take a look at the score. Scores 184 to 103. Buddybuddy looks like the round is theirs.
Yeah, they're looking like it. God players are just ensuring that anybody that comes through this alley is gonna have to deal with him.
Take that 1v1.
And if they run past him, he's gonna run the beat, right? So you have to fight him, or he's gonna run past you. It's as simple as that.
Yep. 1v1 going on longer than expected. The domination.
Go to B, guy. Oh, he hopped the wrong way. But he good though. But you know what? He knew the next play.
Yeah.
He would have saved his team around. That's why in that situation they hit a big enough in the lead where they could turtle, but they also had all 3 lanes covered. If you were on the other side of the map at Bell Tower, you saw 4 people pushing. The right play is not for you to sit there with your Lancer. The right play is for you to run down mid-map and run to their home hill, steal their home, secure the 1. It depends on what position you in, because you do want to Lancer those guys and slow them down. You want some players committed to the fight, but if you see that you got an opening, call it out and say, hey, stall our home as long as you can. Be chaotic, bounce around. Make them have to chase you, because I'm going for the home hill.
Got that right, and God plays 4 kills, 1 deaths with a great 1v1 stall towards the end of the last round. You see Buddybuddy now trying to catch some heat against Treyway, the hot amateur team coming out of nowhere, knocking everybody out. Taking a look at the strategy to overhead view, you can see a mirror push to Backstreet, to Market, and a 1-on-1 under the bell tower.
All right. You see the pressure towards mid-map, this 2v2 fight. The one thing about the 2v2 fight mid-map is that you want to always keep your opponent's attention, especially the player that's playing in the position of crush mode, because if you don't keep his attention, he could look right and put some shots in on a B fight that quickly. It takes 2 seconds for him to look right and put some bullets in to support his teammate. So you have to always make sure that they're focused on you. And if they're not, you push them. You throw a smoke at them, you pistol them, you get them afraid. You create pressure so that they respect you, in turn, leaving your teammates open to fight a clean fight in whatever lane that they're in.
Crushmo putting out a smoke grenade. You see Treyway trying to find some type of footing on this map. Morality is going to the grave. Anarchy dies right behind him. They're unsuccessful in their B hill push. Braveheart all by himself in a 1v3, but taking out Toy Soldier, trying to even out the odds. But God plays, he's going to end that early. Abolics gets down. And it seems like Buddybuddy just didn't let go off the gas since they won the last round, letting Treyway know that they are the veterans in the game and that they're here to play.
All right. The pressure's coming. You see Godblade is trying to stay alive, trying to buy some time to a teammate and get in position, but he's going to fall on that one.
This is a good push.
The top spawn does belong to Treyway. They're looking to get towards the B hill. It's starting to get decapped as well. I think this is still a 2-hill situation in which, if Trey wants a cap 2, they can win, but now I think they're entering trick cap domination territory. They're going to have to get some of these hills decapped a little bit, but the way that this map is being rotated, I feel like as soon as Trey get a hill, Buddy's rotations are on point, and they go get the other hill that's open. So that's what's keeping them with this big lead. And you see, no points going away of Treyway. They need to be perfect.
Yeah.
They got to touch on B.
Okay. If not to fight Toy Soldier, got off the hill just a little bit, almost got dominated, but Lanarchy picking up the kill on
That player is marked too, so he was able to see him. All right, so we take a look at this one. Not it's called Fire and Ice. Buddy, they have 2 hills in their favor. They have both home hills locked down, so they want to make sure they can control this bell tower as much as possible. But with all these players forcing the pressure towards the home hill, Trey got to say, hey, we're going to put some pressure on your home hill and rotate toward the top, right? We're out-rotating you because your numbers are down low. If they had a lead, the rotation would be fine, but they got to be perfect. And Buddy is recognizing it. Let's just stay as a Wolfpack and rotate together. Keep them off their toes, win our fights that we can isolate, like that one on your screen, and come out on top and win a round. And they're down low protecting their home hill. It's working out.
All right, and as you hear from the sound, 206 to 118. Buddy looking to go up 2-0 against Treyway. And now, finally, Treyway with their backs against the wall, starting off slow and cold on Old Town. Let's see if they have what it takes to come up against Buddy. They don't seem to have a strategy in mind to beat them. Their initials aren't working. So what is it going to have to take? I want to see a heavy power weapon get put down and a strong initial push to lead the way.
All right. I agree with that strong initial push. Hey.
They've gotten demolished.
Yo, I love this play. And this is actually something I've been working with on ranked a lot because I love playing middle and I love sniping. But
that sounds like you.
Yeah, because I love supporting my teammates. But the thing is that if I'm able to, like from mid-map on this one, you can pretty much see the whole map. And it's not a lot of maps that's like that where you have clear sight lines everywhere. If you have a good sniper on your team and he's sitting in the middle constantly grabbing ammo, if you go back street, bell tower, home hill, he's always in a position to help somebody.
Yeah.
And if he's really annoying, he's going to just bait people to the middle map. And if I'm able to bait somebody to the mid-map and give my teammates a call out, that should be a free kill. Look how open it is.
Yeah, forearms going down, but Lanarchy's trying to find an opening right now. Make sure Crushmo backs up just a little bit, enough for Zyshow to get the sniper rifle. So now he's going to back up. And Godplays finishes the kill on Braveheart with a Lancer support fire over at the B hill. Lanarchy is making sure that the only capped hill belongs to them.
Okay. Ooh, they gotta have 4 down on the side of Buddy. B hill being decapped. Godplays looking around him. He's like, which side they coming? Where you coming from? He's trying to, doesn't see it just yet. He's gonna peep the player on the left.
This is where Godplays excels. In these 1v1 battles, especially around cover. You see him on the offense and
you see how annoying he is, right?
Yeah, it takes out Lanarchy.
So I don't know what the exact time is of your how much time before each shotgun shell you can shoot. It's probably like a second or so. But whatever that time is,
he has the down pack.
Yeah, he has that. The shots coming out. If it takes 1 second to shoot, every 1 second of bullets coming out. But he also is, you know, with how great his movement is, he's gonna keep tapping you. Yeah. Every shot's gonna land, even if it's for a second. Even if he nicks you, he will not let you get your health back. The only way you beat a player who's that aggressive, sometimes you either gotta play for that aggressiveness and set up for the one shot, or you play that aggressive. The player typically in Gears of War who sets the tempo of the fight usually wins it. Now that works for defensive and offensive play styles. You can take Praise as an example. You can think that you got the fight under control and wall bounce into his chest, but the entire time he's like, oh, he's gonna hit up A there, come to me, so I'm gonna step to my right and chunk, right?
I'm gonna give him the right hand advantage, and I know he's gonna push. So
exactly.
Got the shot.
You don't know it, but he knew what was going on the entire time. Versus a player like Godplays who doesn't care what you're doing. He just knows that I need to get a shot in as soon as possible, as many shots as I can get, as fast as I can get them. I need to dodge shots as well. Like, it's 2 different play styles, and neither one are wrong. It's just about choosing one and mastering it.
Yep. Got that right with the domination. Stop just for a moment. Zyshow still with the sniper rifle in his hands, able to get a body shot mid-map. But Treyway now down 1 hill to 2. They have a comfortable lead and they can win on. Whoa! Got him! Zyshow
with the X-ray vision,
taking the head off of Crushmo. Now Treyway, they're gonna have to act on this fast.
All right, let's see. Oh, we very rarely see smoke shots like that, ever.
I love it.
I didn't see if the play was marked either. I think it was clean. But that's the one thing about when you have a good sniper, right? They know the headshot levels of multiple power weapons. So if, you know, you should be able to look at any specific area and say, if I line it up at this spot, I should be headshot level to when a character picks up a snipe. And, you know, you just got to take the shot and go for it. But you miss 100% of shots you don't take.
Yeah, right, and Zaisho still alive with the sniper rifle. You have 4 players down for Buddybuddy. Toy Soldier coming out of the spawn and Crushmo. He's gonna get taken off of the map. And Treyway now picking up their very first round here in map number 2, Old Town. That's a statement that has to be made. That type of headshot gives you so much confidence in yourself and your teammates around you. Buddybuddy, they're gonna have to really pick things up.
Well, you know, they got a lead, so it's you know it's you know, so they got the lead. That's
They
the most
had
important part.
control the majority of the round.
They didn't have that in lift. You
No.
know, they didn't have that in lift. Also, they're playing on their back heel a little bit. Typically, these type of players on Buddybuddy, when the pressure's on, that's usually when they're gonna perform and play their hardest, right?
Yeah.
But the fact is that they're playing down. You need to be able to play that hard from map number 1. I always believe that. You can't wait to be playing 100% when you're down in any type of situation, and that's just something that you got to practice, right?
Got that right.
And as teams, that means that if y'all first scrim starting at 6 o'clock, as soon as you roll out, those call outs are strong, right? That's how you set the tempo for the night. That's how you create the culture on your squad, so that when you come to land and that map 1 is there, y'all screaming those call outs, right?
Yep.
It starts with that practice at home. You're not, and why I'm saying that is because you're not waiting till you get down in the trenches in order for you to start acting like you're playing serious. You got to practice being serious 100% of the time, especially if you're trying to, feed some people off this esports money.
Lanarchy picking up the
Hell,
sniper
feed
rifle and immediately gets blown up by firearm. Zaisho right there behind him picking up the scope. So we're going to have a long-range battle. We're going to see who takes advantage of the power weapon first. God plays or Zaisho. Let's see some heads fly.
It's a sniper versus M-bar fight. God plays. Zaisho at the top.
Oh, he's right there, yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at each other. We see very few sniper battles. Let's go for the player feed. I want to see this. Yeah, I want to see that zone. I want to see it all. Ooh.
Oh.
Connects with that body. He's going to back up, though. Is he going to watch the lane? No, he's going to keep backing up. But he knows 3 players are coming up there. He's going to take a shot soon.
Backing up, bomb in the sights, misses the quick scope. Backing up for positioning, misses another shot.
Nice
with
try.
a teammate with him, he puts away the sniper rifle as he should, but Speedy gets the headshot on Lanarchy to set the tone.
Yeah, great snipers keep themselves at medium range, no matter who you are. They know how to run away, turn around, and adjust that shot and try to connect with that headshot or connect with that body shot, knowing how to use that pistol effectively. You chase a good sniper could be one of the worst decisions you ever make in your life. But at the same time, I believe you should never respect the sniper at the same time.
No, you shouldn't.
You have to create that pressure. It's just that some players are better at that pressure than others, and you got to make a adjustment depending on who you play.
I really love God Plays' style so far with the team Buddybuddy. This is the best type of God Plays you're gonna get. Put him on an island by himself. Let him be annoying. Let him grab
plays I've seen.
Yeah, let him grab every power weapon on the map and let him make plays. Okay. When he's able to do that and think for himself, it's the best version of him you're gonna get.
I agree with that. So, and so the one thing is M-bar versus sniper. Now, I do think sniper is stronger. The reason why is that as long as you line up the shot, you can hear the M-bar cue. If you time it, you know it takes 3 seconds to shoot. You know he's gonna have to peek. You know he's gonna have to expose himself versus your instant shot, right? I think it's the perfect counter towards it. But when you are on the end of having that M-bar, you need to be able to charge quickly. You're gonna be doing a lot of quick blind fires. You're gonna have to take a shot to give a shot. Sometimes you're gonna have to hope he misses that headshot in order for you to hit one.
Yeah. But take a look at the aggression now. Treyway making all types of pushes. 203 to 53. The only way Treyway will win is with the triple cap. The Sea Hill is all they need, and with 1 second left, Buddybuddy will now go up 3-1.
They almost didn't do that one.
No.
They almost didn't get that one. It was a second away from being decapped.
Yeah, Treyway, they struggle on just getting control of just everything so far on this map. Seems like Buddybuddy, they're excelling here on this old school Gears 3 map.
All right, let's see what is gonna get placed down.
Hammer burst, that's gonna be so annoying.
Hammer burst, snipes, nades. Okay, we
Yeah,
got some good weapons. We got some nice long. We got a lot of sharpshooters in the lobby. A lot of long range weapons. These teams are rotating.
There's something for everybody.
A lot of skillful shots. A lot of skillful gameplay we're watching out of both these teams.
All right, taking a look at the overview map. Let's see if the strategies will change just a little bit.
No,
we're gonna see the same thing.
2-2-1 again. All right, 2 people fighting for that M bar, 2 fighting for snipe, 1v1 at the nades. We are watching both home hills not be capped though. That is something that's very important because the nades, securing those nades. Also, after round 3, I would even argue after round 2, you guys probably shouldn't be capping your home hill. At least after round 3, depending on how the map gets set up, it could be iffy sometimes, you know, but as the bigger power weapons go out, you're going to recognize that even if your opponent caps your home hill, but you're able to bring 1 extra player towards a team fight, even if it's for like 4 or 5 seconds as he caps that home hill, then you guys have a better chance of coming out that team fight.
Yeah.
Also, some players, you know, some other home hill players play it, you know, based off if they cap their hill, I'm capping mine. If they don't, I'm not, you know? They play it that man-on-man. But if you set the tempo and you never cap your home off the rip and you're being a nuisance, you will force your opponent not to cap his and force him to play to your play style if you're a home hill player, which is not bad, right?
Yeah.
It just depends on what does your team do? You know, what are y'all play styles? What are y'all playing around?
Even though Bollocks is in a stalemate with Toy Soldier, he's still playing for his teammates. Downing a player in the middle market, waiting for his teammates to show up, and now taking Toy Soldier out of the game momentarily, 16 seconds before he's back on the map, but sliding around, he's able to get the kill on God plays. Unable to save Lanarchy, but finds himself in another 1v1. Now it's going to be a 2v1 against Crushmo. Are they going to push him, or?
It's a guy mid-map that they do got to respect, but at the same time, they respected him way too much.
Yeah.
If you know that you got 1 guy in front of you,
I'd push him.
you gotta go. And Crushmo, he's like cool, you know. Hey,
He's like, all right.
he plays on a slower sensitivity. He got his pistol out. He's gonna beam somebody. You know, as soon as they push, he's gonna have him full red. But Crush went for the power.
All right, that's ballsy. That's brave.
Oh, his teammate. Ooh, firearm from the mid-map with the connection.
So just the presence of Crushmo alone was able to stall 2 players.
And he got the power weapon.
Yeah, long enough for him to get the power weapon alive. All right.
And his
And
team
they
got
won the
control of the
fight.
feet. Yep,
Yeah.
he won that fight. So that was great moves. Back
That was terrible on Treyway, but great for Buddybuddy. Treyway, they can't let a 2v1 slip by whenever they have the opportunity. But now, God plays falls to Braveheart, firearm rotating around the map with the sniper rifle. The gun he is most deadly with. Let's see, he's gonna make some magic happen.
He ain't got no shots in that chamber, but I think he's gonna get some real soon. Oh, he's, yeah. He's gonna go get him a Lancer. He already know he needs to be a help to his team. You know, he needs to, you know, get something useful in his hands. So you're gonna start to see new snipe is gonna be up in relatively soon. So you got sniped in 30, about close to 20 seconds for these new power weapons to come up. M-Bar's on a minute 30 respawn timer. Nades just came up off a 2-minute respawn timer. You also have Sniper on a 1-minute and 30-second respawn timer again. It gets picked up towards mid-map. So these guys need to be careful capping his B hill because they will have somebody looking at him.
Braveheart unable to get the help that he needed, loses in a 2v1, but Zyshow missing the headshot, and Moralities dies by the nade. Doesn't look good for Treyway so far, being down 1-3 against Buddybuddy. Cinderella's story far from over still. Zyshow trying to line up his sights with the sniper rifle, but he's unable to make anything happen with Crushmo rotating near his.
He looked for the angle, but he stayed alive.
How?
But you see how he hasn't gotten his health back, right? If you guys been watching the entire fight, I talk a lot about not letting your opponent have that luxury, have that comfortability of getting his health back. It takes 1 bullet to stop the health regen.
Yeah.
Just 1 bullet. So if you felt like you bricked him, be aggressive in that fight. Just nick him 1 more time. Nick him, you know, just tap him on the shoulder and then bring that pressure. But what I guarantee you is that when players are full red, they make crazy decisions. They start making worse plays because they don't know how to stay calm when their screen is lit up in red.
It's sporadic movement.
It's a Gears of War thing, right? Like when your screen lights up, you start, you know, sometimes you can't stay cool, calm, and collected. You're not breathing right.
Yeah. And this is going to be too little too late. Buddybuddy once again winning by points, going up 4-1 against Treyway in 5 rounds so far. Treyway not looking like the team that we saw map number 1. Hopefully, they can catch some type of heat soon before Buddybuddy ties the series up if they win this map.
Okay. All right, let's see. Taking a look at the weapon placements, we do have these dual spawns in which we're going to have to address. You ask your player who's fighting this 1v1, do you want something for the fight? Do you not? Should I block it? You want to go towards the stock weapons? And he's like, hey, man, it's been fine over here. 1v1. Don't make it messy. Don't change up the tempo. Because then, at that point, you put a power weapon there. You got to ask yourself, do I grab it? Do I not grab it? Is he grabbing it?
Yeah.
Those seconds matter. Those seconds are crucial. Is he going to grab that power weapon, especially with a height advantage, too? If you picked up a Marksa and then brung a top gate, it's going to be completely different than having a Marksa towards the bottom ramp. But in the second half, and you have a top side advantage, that's a viable strategy for the team at the top side. You're going to give your team an advantage with that weapon placement. But teams got to be able to pinpoint that one. So if Treyway did on something there, they could have did it, actually.
There needs to be some type of urgency over here in Market or the B Street, because God Plays is on top of the map right now in regards to stats, and he's running wild to do whatever he wants as long as Toy Soldier's right next to him. From Treyway, I'm going to make sure that we're going to win this Market fight convincingly to help out on B Street, or we send an extra player over there, because whatever they're doing is not working. As we see, all 5 players are down, and Dakota Abolics, the last one alive, with 5 seconds left for domination. This is going to be a blaze. It looks like all of the heat that they once had just left them. God Plays looks like God Plays of old. Toy Soldier is dominating, and Treyway, they don't have an answer.
Yeah, you know, this hasn't been a quick first half. You know, a lot of these rounds been extended. You can argue that Treyway should have won some of them, but so far it's Buddybuddy on top. And I agree with you, Vel, on, you know, kind of changing something up. Which one of the lanes is losing their fight, right?
Yeah, B Street.
That's what you ask yourself. Where is it happening? If it is happening on B Street, my thing is that you got to be aggressive on the market side and get that player lancering over to help them out.
Yeah.
Nobody should be able to pick up free weapons over there towards that B Street. If you need to send a third guy mid-map to secure the sniper or secure the cross at B, then do it. Do what you got to do, but you can mix it up a little bit. That's what I love about Old Town. You have multiple different angles in which you can fight from.
Braveheart trying to do it to him. He gets down. Toy Soldier's going to be revived. And Speedy doing what Speedy does. Killing people, putting out support, helping his team win rounds. And Buddybuddy's starting off hot so far here in round number 7.
All right, so as you see, this pressure towards mid-map is a little bit too much for Speedy right there. These Trey players, they're coming down low. That pistol being utilized. They say, hey, we got Toy caught out as well. That's going to be 3 players down.
2 alive.
You know, they still need to get over there. They have a quick man advantage at E, so you need to cut these corners, Barry. Don't cut them too close. When you're wolf packing, that one guy on your team who's like, oh, yeah, we want to fight it. He's just holding down that A button. He gets Secret Man, and he's just mad about it. It's like, bro, but what you expect, right?
Yeah.
At this high level, you know these players are Secret Man. You know it's something that they do. But granted, sometimes that you find yourself in timely situations where you have to hold down your A button.
Morality finding himself in a 1v3, able to get the kill. All right, he was able to get down, but just how valuable he was in that exchange. He was able to waste 10 seconds on the clock against several players from Buddybuddy. So now Treyway finally looking good so far this map. See if they can defend this push from Buddybuddy.
Oh, good teamwork over there. But Abolix got to get one of those kills. Your teammate lit that first guy up. You need to be able to finish him off so y'all can start working on the second one. But Sideshow, oh, he hit that shot too. That backed that player up. Quick revive, quick call out. Another back aim for Sideshow. Looking for, oh, he almost got that back aim mastered.
Yeah.
Those are quick back A's.
Toy Soldier getting kill land off in a 1v2.
Oh,
Now is he doing Toy Soldier things?
It ain't
Full
playtime.
red. 3 players alive. I mean, excuse me, dead for Treyway and Buddybuddy. Now coming back. 2-1 hill lead. Can they do it? 2 rounds away from taking this map so far.
Trey needs another hill.
Yeah.
They need another hill. And it's coming down to a situation where they're about to get into trip cap territory, where they're going to have to play for the home hill as well for Buddybuddy. So they need a few players overextending, and they need a few making plays at E. You see this rush. They're just looking for a decap. Oh, decap revive.
Get the revive.
He couldn't, but he thought about it. He tried. He was like, I need to revive, but I need to decap. Which one do I go for first? But I think somebody was watching the down body, and he had to just try to make the play in that moment.
Yeah, there you have it. So, Buddybuddy, now map point. Treyway, they're going to have to be flawless for 6 rounds straight. Something we don't see often. It's possible, but they don't look like they can do that here this map. They never really had their foot on the pedal at all.
Hey, this is a Treyway map. Okay, the next map is a Trey map. Just like Fight Night, you know, some things, you know, you know, we have things that happen repeatedly, like teams losing the maps of their map pick.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that's been
It
happening
happens
since
often.
Ben's been on Fight Night.
Yeah.
Whatever map you pick, you typically gonna lose. Like Buddybuddy lost the first one, so we'll see. We'll see if Buddybuddy is gonna end up making this comeback.
7-1, 7-2, losing on your own maps is pretty funny here in Gears of War. But taking a look at the overhead of the map, Bell Tower will have the boom shot.
I like the boom placement too.
4 players pushing in. Toy Soldier looking for a quick pick, and he's gonna be able to get it.
He dived. But the question is, I don't know if he had the boom shot out or not, but you're going to see 2 more kills going in favor of Treyway.
Braveheart with the big 1v1. Oh, no, God plays.
You got to ask yourself, where the boom at?
There you go. Cap the hills, make the move.
Oh, is one more there. Does he know it? Yeah, good job. Get behind your teammate. All right, it worked out for him, even though they did have to use a boom in that situation, but they
Can't blame him.
It's okay. You know, as long as you keep one, you secure it, you give your team, you let your team know that, hey, you know, set up mid map, you guys can come to us as well. But yeah, that home hill player, he's recognizing. So you see the 3-4 blue dots looking in the area. Communication for Treyway on point. They're gonna get one. The other 3 starting to funnel up. Quick rotations on the side of Buddybuddy, but
What's happening?
I'm gonna tell you, it's a tactic that one team that does it very, very well is actually just the top. Is Optic Gaming and it's Denial that do it. The fake pushers.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to utilize your smoke with fake pushes as well, blocking off certain sight lines. But as soon as the entire pretty much, you know, Buddybuddy squad start going up that back street, you smoke the top to block his vision. The players start, you know, they start moving towards the other way, and you cut back and you go towards the other side of the map and you play for E, right?
Yeah.
The goal is to get the other team, fake the rotation so your opponent comes out of position.
Find themselves in a 4v3. Treyway trying to hold off this Buddy push. Speedy getting the first kill in the exchange. The hill has been decapped, and Treyway, they're now running away. He tells in between their legs. Sideshow gets down, picked up, trying to fight now, trying to get away full red. And Braveheart, he's gonna find himself in a revive.
Rushmore didn't go down. I thought, oh, he is down. He is down. He's down in the back.
Oh no, he can make a big
Double
play.
down.
Sideshow.
Oh, he just found him.
He whipped a melee in the smoke, but finds himself in front of an
He
opponent.
gets that one. 3 dead.
That was great. I thought they lost that exchange.
It's up to Firearm. He needs to decide which home hill he wants to defend. Is it the home hill? Is it the up top one? Or is it his down low? Treyway won't boom. They're going to take the boom. They're going to try to end this game on this next push.
Yeah. You're not going to go for a triple cap right now, even though you are up 2 hills to 1. But with this boom shot, you need to secure these kills and move in when you have the numbers. Buddybuddy on the attack. You see a smoke grenade go out. Crush mode dies. Speedy on the run. He's going to be next. If they can finish him off.
If they can. But you see how he just backs up and he's just like, man, this is looking, you know, it's looking slow. It's looking slow for us, man. But here comes the 3-man push, and they're going to keep trying it. They know they got to try different things here and there. They know it's another boom in the chamber, but that boom's going to get wasted. Shot out of desperation. I know it's looking like a beautiful triple kill right now, but too quick on the trigger. Sideshow, he finds 1 kill. He gets the clean up.
He's been so solid this round.
And Treyway is going to get the round.
Blaze, chances for a comeback. You're usually the oracle of Fight Night.
Yeah, I'm not, you know, right now I'm not feeling it. You know, if we can get to 6-4.
Then that's a huge possibility.
6-4, huge possibility.
But you got to get there first.
You know, I think that Buddybuddy might even blow away 1 more round.
It's possible. Treyway,
very
they found what works for him. Let's see what they put down for this weapon.
The question is, do you bring the fight back to Backstreet where it was scrappy, or you... I like something... Middle is a good option. Home hills is a good option.
Take the fight away from Bell Tower.
Middle block, I wouldn't even do that.
No.
The reason why I wouldn't do that is because they sucked at the fight in middle.
And
right?
it's a counter towards Bell Tower.
Well, yeah, it is a counter towards Bell Tower. But also, I'm okay with that because, you know, Buddybuddy has a 4v4 fight for that boom shot, and they want to keep it 4v4, right? It's like a 3v3 and a half. You know, the other guys are kind of peeking middle, rotating on over. But I want to see some variety out of one of these teams. Whoever's playing the top side, and on this route is Buddybuddy. I want to see them send 3 down the alley and 1 in the middle and cross for free, right?
Okay.
I think each team at least has to have 1, and it's turning out to be a 4-1, a 1-4 strategy. 1 guy mid-map, 4 fighting for E, so they are utilizing that player middle. They are respecting that cross, and they just want it to be a clean fight.
That's going to be it.
Yeah, firearms in the middle. They know where the last guy is. Everybody split up top side, low side. Got both homes already. Boom shots down low. The majority of players going down low.
Braveheart coming out of spawn, trying to make something happen, but with the domination counter now going down. Looks like we're going to have a tie in that series.
You want a sandwich? Because we're going to diner next.
Ooh.
Right. Map number 3.
That map is going to be static.
Everybody about to eat.
I was actually, yeah, you see me, I'm a big guy, I'm kind of hungry, but.
Well, you know, hey, we're called Belly now, so. We always eat it.
There we go. But, Buddy doing what we expected them to do on paper, coming back map number 2 and just look like the team that we expected map number 1. Treyway started to look like the team that we also expected prior to the 2K.
Well, let's see if we're gonna see if Diner is gonna bring out anything new for us. But map number 1, it was all Treyway. You know, it was left. It was Buddy's map pick. Map number 2, Old Town. Treyway's map pick. Buddy whooped all over him. Now we're going to Diner, another Treyway map pick. So we'll see what's gonna happen. The power of having Cog.
Yeah, no, it's just the power of having God plays. That B Street was just too dominant. I haven't seen God plays dominate like that in about a year. The fact that he was able to go there and just assert his dominance with the M-bar, just whatever weapon you put in his hands, the shotgun in 1v1s, the ranged weapons, he always won convincingly in those fights.
Yeah.
He always opened up fights for his teammates. And the fact that Treyway really had no counter to it, that really left Godplays be the best player on the map, and he was desirable all around.
He really was. You know, it's been a while since we've seen Godplays on Fight Night, but it's always a pleasure, and he always puts up some type of highlight reel like that double M-bar play we were able to catch when he saved his teammates over there on lift at the maintenance area. Yeah. It was a beautiful, beautiful shot, but I'm curious, Val, who do you think is going to close this one out? You've seen 2 maps so far. We saw a 7-2, and we saw a 7-1.
I'm going to have to give it to Treyway all the way,
you still
all
say
day.
Gonna close
Treyway.
out?
So, Diner is a different beast than O-Town. It's going to remind us a little bit about Lift, map number 1, in a certain way, because that initial fight, I like Treyway so much more in initial fights, especially team fights. That kitchen area is going to have their name all over it, easily.
If you think about it, Old Town might have not been the best map choice.
It wasn't.
Because you're right, the Wolfpack aspect of it all, those big team fights, the 4v4 ones, you know, like the deck on lift, Treyway can excel at. But granted, they did have a 4v4 at Bell Tower, but that Bell Tower close quarters area on Old Town, 4 people, 8 smokes, it gets crazy.
It's congested.
You don't have a lot of different moves you can make over there. You don't have a lot of different variety. It's not at the pace in which we saw on Lift. So Valley makes a valid point. On Diner, we can't see that fight in the kitchen. We can't see it down low at the truck area between the 2 home hills in the first half. So it could be just a better map choice for him.
You telling me I don't sound crazy after all?
Nah, man, you get this analyst stuff down packed, man. You know, hey, I'm just, you've been getting your analyst work down. I can co-sign on that one.
You know, I'm trying. No, but how good does it feel to cast the 2K Finals without Denial or Optic, though? Like, this is such a breath of fresh air, and I love it.
And you know, the night's going back quick, too. So it has been a fun fight night.
Shout out to Ghost Gaming.
It's been different, you know? Yeah. It has been different. And I love casting new teams, especially under these pressure situations. And if you guys love it at home, put a 1 in the chat, you know? If you love the Optic versus, you know, the Denial match that we see every week, you know, put a 2. I'll give you guys the option as well.
I love those matchups because it's historical in Gears of War, but also at the same time, we mostly know the outcome some of the times. We know that Optic Gaming are the kings of Gears of War. They're the gods, you know, the God Squad. Denial gives them, you know, a challenge here and there, but in this type of matchup, we genuinely don't know who's going to win. If you told me to put down $100, I'll put it back in my pocket because
he's not a bad betting man.
No, I'm actually terrible with my predictions.
So, you know, doubling back, and, you know, for anybody who was just joining us and who came and said, where's the green wall? Where's Optic? Where's these players that we come every weekend to see, that we expect to see every Wednesday, that we got set on our calendar because we know that they're going to be playing?
What time does Optic play?
Where are they? And they're not
Never
here.
o'clock today.
But Veli, you know, you was able to see kind of why they lost. Do you think that that's going to affect them going into Mexico City?
No.
And why is that?
No, because every time we've seen Optic Gaming lose, they come back even better, and it makes no sense. We saw them lose against Denial. What did they do? They came back and beat them with a sub, without their best player in the game. You know, without their best player, I mean. And then they come back and just dominate. When they lose at events, they come back even stronger, and sometimes they don't even lose a map.
But usually when they lose, they go on long streaks, right?
Yes.
They come back and they're like, all right, let's play. It's kind of it's a short amount of time between the last 2 losses.
They'll be all right.
Two different teams,
I
too.
can't bet against Mitchell and Gilbert, man.
It is. It's hard to bet against it.
It's
You're right.
hard.
But I'm gonna create that pressure for them.
But also, I feel like they're definitely going to have a challenge that Space Station Gaming presents, because Space Station Gaming always takes it down the tiebreaker map against Optic, and the fact that they've been so quiet and they've been grinding to get better, I feel like those are the most deadliest teams, the ones that talk the least.
Yeah.
Okay? None of those players, they go on Twitter and act wild. They don't go on social media and say, hey, we're the best. They want to prove it on the battlefield.
Yep.
Some of these teams do that, and then they don't wind up in the 2K finals.
You know, don't forget, you know, Space Station Gaming was in that Vegas Grand Finals, you know, less than a year ago.
Yeah.
And they were battling with Ghost Gaming. You know, Space Station Gaming is still a top 3 team, and you got to be worried about them. They have been quiet, Vale. They haven't said much.
But I love them.
And that's what that's what they need to be like. They had such an amazing event too at the last Mexico City. It was like their breakout event in a sense, you know. And they probably should have been in the grand finals.
They should have.
They choked that boom play. It was a boom play that they messed up on Foundation. I don't know who the hell man, it was somebody. But they got third. But folks, let's focus up on this one. It's Treyway versus Buddybuddy.
Buddy, I feel so awkward every time. I hope they come up with a better team name.
I hope both of them do. It's terrible.
You can't yell out Treyway on
like I'm just mad. Like, where's the creativity? Did that die when you know did that die out too? On that, where's the creativity with these players? Like,
at least be simple and pick Orglis and Orglis B2 or something.
I don't know. Say we'll work for free.
I'm telling you, like, if there's a top team without a name, I'll give you $200 to roll as, you know, the Bellions or something.
We'll take zero salary.
Hey, there you go.
No, don't take zero salary, guys. Y'all work more than that. What's your time worth?
I'm broke, though.
then you better work for yourself.
But this is what I'm talking about. The team fight that Treyway presents. They're too good and they're too strong. Buddybuddy trying to stay alive with Toy Soldier over in the middle, but Zysho is going to clear that out, and Firearm will fall to Braveheart.
Yeah, and Crushmo trying to extend this one, but Mortality is like, nah, fam. Yo, come here real quick. Let me holler at you. Uh-oh, Crushmo said, nah, let me holler at you. Speedy coming, but Speedy,
he got backup.
He had more backup the whole time. He brought more soldiers that they didn't even see.
They came out of nowhere.
Now Crushmo's going to fall in this engagement. Looking to get the cleanup on the kill. It will happen, so man advantage in favor of Treyway. Looking to keep the pressure on the home hill. They're trying to commit to this one. Oh, yeah, Mortality said, no, I'm not giving this one up just yet, but he may regret that one. Is he? Oh.
That brought his team some time, though.
But they're going to lose 2 in that one. So, all players not being on the same page there.
Yep. But you know what? Those are called growing pains. You have all 5 players alive for Buddybuddy. See what type of advancement they can make over here in the diner area. You see nothing but blue bodies running around. Zysho finds himself in a 1v3. Excuse me, has Lanarchy with him. Trying to stall it out and win this fight. It looks very unlikely.
Yeah, they're looking to get back on map control. You got down here, Abolix just, you know, looking at the home hill, eyeing it, he's making sure that nobody can flank his team from this side of the map. And having players there in positions like that is reassurance. Also, too, Trey deciding that, hey, they want to go play for these home hills.
Yeah. You saw Abolix, he called it out, and immediately 2 people came with him to go ahead and decap that C hill.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even so much a plan for the cap; it was just plan for them not to have a 2 cap.
Exactly. But with the domination coming through, Crushmo with the backflip into the golden shotgun. He gets taken out. Braveheart dies as well, and it's just a bloodbath. And 5 seconds left on the clock, and Buddybuddy.
It's not over yet. I don't think it's yet.
They're trying to get the first round.
I think somebody should get to B. I just think one of the players was able to get to B. Was he? He wasn't.
Yeah, Morality was hiding behind a container. It was like, nah, fam, I'm not coming out.
So the one thing is that I saw there that I had liked when Trey got aggressive to push the home hill Buddybuddy. At one point, we saw 3 players on our screen, right? At the home hill defending it. When you drop back, in my mind, you should automatically have B.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to cut to B. Because you got them to their spine, so if you're making the great rotations, your rotation is to go to B next. Okay, we've made them break their setup to defend their home. Let's go take B and get back into our 2-hill setup. But it didn't work out like that, and somehow those players at B was able to get to the home and force that trip cap domination. I didn't think that should have went down that way in that round with some of the plays that I saw. But with the boom being placed early, these are those big team fights that we was talking about. I said that even I can see that big kind of 44 team fight in this area where it's more spacious on this truck side.
Yeah.
So let's see if Treyway will excel in this location.
I still like Treyway's chances. We saw what they did in the kitchen area. And now bringing that fight over here at the boom shot. We see Crushwell being a little bit aggressive with God plays, pushing back the likes of Treyway. Toy Soldier will be the victim of the first blood. The boom shot still waiting to be picked up.
Yeah, Braveheart can't get that angle, but you see his teammates defending him. You also can't let God plays get in position. Yeah, you got to shoot shots. Oh, the boom being picked up. That's a lack of discipline.
You don't want to get at the firearm either. He's going to make the smartest play every single time.
Belly, if your teammate goes down like that in the open, your team has to have discipline to protect the boom shot and also Lancer all those players trying to clean them up. He can crawl back to you. You don't have to pull out your shotgun, go for the revive, look for a one shot. You just have to stay focused and still play your position.
One thing I like from both of these teams is that no player is pushing a necessary fight. Whenever they see that they're going to lose an advantage, they run away. They're trying to value their life, something that we don't usually see often, especially even in high-level gameplay. But Firearm still with his Lancer out, trying to make the most of his life with the boom shot on his back. Did he use the second one?
Yeah,
okay.
both got shot. Now you see the pressure getting cut towards the B hill. I'm fine. I'm happy with Trey moving away from Buddybuddy like that. But Buddybuddy, they still need to cap their home hill. Firearm don't realize that these players have left already. You know, because he was looking inside a little bit, so he lost intel outside. He could have capped this 6 years ago. But he's not even attempting. Like, I still feel like you should at least move a little bit. Touch the hill one time, see if anybody peeks at you. No way in hell you should be missing out on all these points.
Yeah.
He's like, these are just literally points he's not getting. And he's not even attempting to touch the hill.
He doesn't care about it.
But why? Those are points.
Hey, but
We're playing the 210.
Firearm likes that. He got a free hill.
Yeah.
Firearm got a free hill, and the 3v3 is going down the kitchen, and, you know, now Buddybuddy, they're going to be up.
It wasn't free. He gave up 50 points. Okay? It wasn't free at all. He gave up 50 points before he capped it. He paid the toll, Val.
Yeah.
All right, this boom shot just is coming up soon, about 10 seconds off. Looking to get in there, and then now you're going to start to see Buddybuddy push on out. They're trying to take this wide angle of the truck. This is where they were successful before. The same setup in which they picked it up last time. Let's see if Trey learned anything from their last setup trying to defend the boom shot. The quick pick just came through. Uh-oh. They're all defending Speedy. You saw how 3 people crowded around him. He's going to give up 1 ammo. Oh, two players, 2 boom shots. So 2 players have a boom shot in each one. Now that's the beauty about keeping that boom on your back throughout that entire time. Their opponents won't suspect this one.
It's actually pretty smart.
No, it is. And
2 players to watch out for now.
Trey won't see this one coming, Phil.
I don't know, Speedy 4 red, but he's going to be all right. You see Buddybuddy making a push towards his B-Hill area. Toy Soldier, he's going to be the first soldier out there. He gets up-aimed by Lanarchy, but the boom shot from Firearm. It's going to take him out. Speedy falls. And that's going to be both boom shot players. There's going to be no more boom shots on the map.
It was a beautiful play.
That's it, 5 down.
It was a beautiful play, but they overthought it.
Treyway.
They overthought it, Val. They didn't execute it properly. If you're able to give away a boom shot like that, you don't keep them in the same area of the map.
At all.
You don't need them in the same area of the map.
There's no point in
you just
spreading it.
Exactly. You need to get 1 entry kill and work your numbers. Okay? Spread out. Be annoying. You know, point the boom at people. If you just if you point an empty boom at somebody, they start spinning around in circles.
We did it all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that still works.
There's such a threat on the map. No one's going to challenge you.
They still spawn around in circles. Well, spin around in circles. So, let's see. A block in this fight, I like it. I think it's a smart move by Toy and Co. Don't let these guys bring anything to something that you were already winning. You know, they were out-lancing them, out-pistoling them, out-rotating them around that boom for that truck. What I want to see is the front spawn from Treyway, which is mortality. He needs to get to the edge of that truck and get that angle. That angle down by that parking lot where we saw, you know, multiple crosses coming out where Crushmo was making plays, but he's choosing to take that front spawn to the middle. Now, what you doing with your front spawn, big fella? And actually, he's not even front spawn. I take it back. It's Dakota with the front spawn, so I apologize. That was a back spawn player. But the front spawn, Dakota, he did get around to the truck. He did take the angle, so he did make the right move.
Right, you see Dakota putting out Lancer Fire. Speedy's gonna go down far on the last player up, but oh no, he's gonna die. Braveheart able to get the shotgun to kill, and that's 5 players down once again. Boom shot in the hands of Treyway. And taking a look at the overview of the map, the kitchen.
Got the B-hill.
Yeah, that's gonna be taken now. You're gonna have to put the boom shot over near this home hill. Make sure Buddybuddy's gonna be unable to take it. And that's gonna be a Treyway now going up.
Okay, let's get it.
So let's see what weapon they're going to put down on the map. Treyway still working for this win, even though they took a harsh loss last map.
Yeah, we're going to find out. All right. So, you're going to start to see what weapon placement's going to get now. You got a boom down low. The nades.
Okay.
It could work out.
All right.
It could work out.
So that's going to be the 1v1 spot. So I'm going to see they're going to be tricky enough to force that 1v1 or just run away with it to help out their teammates over near the boom shot spawn.
Okay, here we go. You heard the pigeons in the background? I heard like
I was wondering what it was.
I heard like a little creel in the background, just just like a rooster, like the sun's rising.
Yeah, that's it.
It might have been a rooster. Actually.
It's chilling in the back of diner waiting to go now.
Good push though by Bolix. On the other side of the truck, make sure he got that angle, put some shots in. They got first blood as well, so Boom's open, but you can't get that close to Godplay. Oh my God.
Plays.
Wow.
You don't push that man in 1v1s, and now you gave him the boom shot. Now he's angry. Let's see what he's gonna do with it. Yeah, this.
They're gonna get those 2 quick kills and Boom in hand as well. They got the first blood. They had map control. It looked good. But typically, when teams get that first blood and that map control, you have a few players that lose composure.
Yeah.
That lose discipline. They start hitting up A's and they start getting close to start chasing players. And those are the ones that end up evening out that main advantage that you just work hard for further in the round.
Look at the flame of fire. You see Treyway not giving up this round just yet. The 2 Lancers pointed straight at the Sea Hill, but without a body in there, they're going to be unable to stop the round. Zysho failed to get a foot in, and we're looking at a tied game here on the tiebreaker map. Once again, for those of you that are just tuning in, this is the North American 2K Finals between Treyway and Buddybuddy.
Okay.
Best names yet in the finals.
Yeah, right. Fight Night history. Oh, snipe on that side of the map wouldn't be a bad idea. You got a lot of talented snipers. Why not work to your strengths? Have it on the map. Is there if you need it. Unless they want to commit all resources. Now, sometimes your best snipers are committed to the team fight. You know, they're in some of your front 3 spawns, and you need them there.
Yes.
So this map is probably out of play for them to use any type of sniper strat. They might have thought about it, but like, hey, you know what? We don't want to spread it out. We just spent 2 rounds, 2-3 rounds trying to figure out what their plays are, working on our kinks. If you put a sniper there, that's going to just negate everything we just learned about these guys, right?
Right.
Because we're kind of keeping them in that same repetition. That's why I preach a lot about a heavy power weapon after round 1, so you can keep a team in that same fight for multiple rounds, so you can start figuring them out.
Yeah.
You know, learning against them, placing weapons against what they're doing. Because when you start doing that off 1 round, it creates crazy fights that, you might not be prepared for under pressure situations.
Godplay still starting off hot, getting a double kill for this initial. Speedy picking up the boom shot, and Firearm will get taken out. Buddybuddy with the advantage so far. Toy Soldier runs in the diner to go ahead and try to capture his vehicle, but he is taken out, trying to kill the swarm player that was picking up the kill.
So B-Hill's gonna stay uncapped. Okay, so both these players gonna back up. I'm gonna say, at least cap the B-Hill. Can you not? Are they not letting you? Where's that pressure? Is it the guy on the front line? I'm just trying to figure out who's bringing the pressure to not allow them to cap that hill. And then they had an NCN and still lost a soldier somehow, some way.
Yeah, but Zysho staying alive.
Uh-oh, Kobe.
Crush Mo getting the full red off of the nade and the down, but Speedy utilizing that boom shot to go ahead and get a kill. Pretty sure he has 1 more left, but the domination's coming through. Buddybuddy looking to sneak ahead as Crush Mo gets the final kill on Lanarchy, and the domination was slightly denied as Braveheart is trying to start just a little bit and wins the huge 1v1 battle against Speedy, the in-game leader.
All right, that's going to extend the round for his Vel. Now, Trey with another breath of life, no points on the boards, new boom shot coming up, so I still wouldn't cap my home hill. I would just put players in position to get the new boom. Sideshow thought about it, but he you know, he hit LB and he's like, where are the gaps that I need to fill in? So he needs to be careful of watching that door. Gets the marks on God plays. It's all about whoever gets this new boom is going to win this round. It's not even about what happened. You know, I don't even care about the 135-point lead.
I'd push that 1v1.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be great.
You have to push that 1v1 because Toy Soldier, he's getting free range on all the
needs to go to B.
Now you're the last player alive. What are you going to do? The domination is coming through. And Sideshow finds himself in an impossible situation.
Very impossible.
And Buddy won. Yeah, when you see a 1v1 like that during a team fight and the guy is focusing on all of your teammates, take that fight.
But I think the even better stat was 165-0.
Yeah.
You know, granted, even if, you know, they were winning off, they won off a trip cap domination, the fact that it got to 165-0 is something I don't think I've seen before.
Boom
Even the craziest players cap their home hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the worst teams at least have somebody cap their home hill. But in that situation, you know, but hey, I still think Trey played it smart. They fought very hard for the initial. They knew that they had to get back and play so boom, you know, and they wasn't worried about the home hill. They committed to the trip cap domination to win that fight, and it didn't happen. But you know, at least they had a game plan.
But it all starts at the top. It's going to be Crush Mode and God Plays over in the parking lot area near the ice cream truck. So as God Plays and Crush Mode continue to just push away Treyway, they're going to win consistently to get the boom shot. Treyway, they're going to have to take these fights head on. You can't be scared against these two players because every time you back up and you're scared, you're giving them the strongest weapon in the game, and that can't happen.
Well, now we got Marxes on the map. That was the first block that we saw at a Buddybuddy, and Trey was able to get him down. So we'll see if that's going to be able to hold off some of these pushes. Names get picked up too, being tossed at the boom shot, and boom shot does get away. It's in the hands of Speedy, but Morality just got that down, and now he's working over here towards the middle. Uh-oh, Speedy misses that one. Metal kick, no block.
Don't miss! No!
What?
Get his legs out.
Stop. Come on, man. I just got your name right, and you do that? I'm going to go back to calling you Mortality for the rest of the stream if this is how we're going to play.
Stop it, man.
Nah, man. I just called him Morality, and he made that play.
And he choked it.
Yeah, all right, come on, Mortality. You were living longer when I was calling you that. But I do apologize for that. You know, I have very bad eyesight.
No, it's fine, man. But Sideshow, half red, running away with his teammates, looking to regain some type of control. You have all of Buddybuddy trapped in this little diner area, but you see Abolix in there by himself, and he's going to be able to get away. The C-Hill gets capped by Treyway, and home hill A will belong to Buddybuddy with the 2-1 hill lead and the overall lead in regards to points. Take a look at the parking lot area. Look at Treyway trying to set up right now.
All right, don't forget the Marxes are on the map as well too. This is a 22-second respawn round. You die, sometimes you don't, you don't respawn. Both these teams under. Ooh, shots. Wait, who is shooting Crush Mode with those? Ooh, he's in his. He's from the right. Crush Mode. That's to your right. Who is? Oh, I think he's tagging his foot. There you go. Yeah, that's what it was. He was tagging. Ooh, ankle buster. Oh man, Crush Mode just trying to shift left and right. Left and right, like just trying to stay alive. But, you know, these teams know that the boom's gonna come up, but you can't lose your home hill, and that was a beautiful play by Buddybuddy. They said, hey, since they're gonna set up for this boom shot, flank the spawn and force them to come off that backhand. And they end up catching them off guard with that move. So great rotation from Buddybuddy on whoever called that one out because that was flawless.
So starting from the beginning, like I'm saying, you gotta start from the top. They're giving so much real estate to Buddybuddy over in the boom shot area, and that's not gonna work. But maybe halftime is gonna save them just a little bit.
Buddybuddy walked up to that situation and was like, all right, they're setting up for boom. We got about 20 seconds to 25 seconds to new boom come up. Well, that's a lot of time to make another play elsewhere.
Way too much time.
So let's go cut through this mid door and see if we can get a flank towards the back end on a home hill or something. Let's see if we can help make them break this setup, bring the pressure elsewhere, bring their attention away from this boom, and that's exactly what they did.
They're gonna scrap mismatch. All right, Treyway, they're gonna send 2 to the kitchen. And Buddybuddy, they're gonna have 4 players over in this middle area, but it's not gonna matter because Crush Mode is gonna go ahead and take Anarchy out. And Buddybuddy already off the top, taking dominance over the E-Hill area.
And folks, this is going to be round number 7, so no power weapons on the map, but we will have a new set of hills. And, you know, they end up cutting one player from mid-map outside the front door, kind of trying to fight for that E-Hill, but we'll see. This is going to be Trey's map pick. We'll see. At a 4-2 at the half, very easy to come back from something like this. You know, you're back in it. You win this round, you're back in it. You know, so I'm curious to see.
No way.
What
No
we're gonna
way.
see.
Crushmo isn't accounted for. He comes from the side, gets the double kill. Anarchy. Braveheart, get out of here. 3 players down for Treyway, and they just don't have an answer. There's no way at all. You don't have an Iron Crushmo to call him out as he comes out from the side and kills 2 of your teammates. That's just unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. You have to keep tabs on that player. You got to know that he's shooting there, but you got to make sure you're listening for those call-outs as well. So on the second half, one thing is that I do love with these teams that they can do, the option of playing for home hills is there, right? The options of getting aggressive inside and playing for home hills is available. But in the second half, Treyway has a big decision to make. Do they keep the fight? Do they keep the focus at E? Do they keep it outside? You play 6 rounds, you're in the middle of your 7th round of fighting a big team fight by this truck. Do you think you have your opponent figured out?
No, not at all, Blaze. Immediately, I'm changing the fight somewhere else because this fight historically has not worked in your favor. And if you put a big power weapon over there, it's going to be just like the first half. Put something in the diner and change the fight to, you know, bring it back to the rounds that you won earlier.
Maybe get, you know, and also something too. One thing about this map is sniping is it's flat.
Yeah.
Right? Compared to other maps, it's flat. You're pretty much always at head level, no matter where you are, and you can also look through the windows as well. You have a lot of open sight lines with that scope, so maybe the snipe is the balance on top of a nice power weapon over towards the other end of the map.
I'll take it.
Because even if you put a boom towards E and you put a snipe at diner, you find yourself in a situation like this early game where you have time to respawn and you're in a slow mid-game situation. You got that snipe and you got a lot of sharpshooters on your team to work with on the other end.
Yep. And you see a double down between Sideshow and Speedy, but Toy Soldier is going to clean up that kill, and Buddybuddy is going to pick up their 5th win, 5-2.
Check this out. You put a snipe in diner, right? You put a snipe at the top diner. You win the next round. Buddybuddy comes back and say, oh, since they won in kitchen, we're going to put something big down low in parking lot. Then it pays off for you. Then it works out. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, then it works. So in-bar snipe. So that way you get the perfect weapon placement. But the thing is, having weapon placements that are 30 seconds off the respawn timer, so you got a boom shot, 2 minutes. Sniper in-bar, 1:30.
Yeah.
You want them down early game because if you lose the initial, the other weapon's gonna come up 30 seconds before the big power weapon, the boom shot. You pick that up, you rotate it towards the main fight, you get 2 power weapons. You gotta think like that mid-game. You gotta think that if everything goes wrong, what is our worst case scenario with these weapons on the map? How should we play it? If we lose this fight, what do we do afterwards? You go play the other end of the map, but teams gotta be vocal in those type of situations. It's always changing. Sometimes it's always on the fly in moments like these.
I really like this drop with the boom shot in the kitchen area. Takes the fight away from the ice cream truck over near the E-Hill. So gives Treyway a new look at the fight, and Dakota is going to be the first to capitalize, taking out Firearm. But now, Lanarchy, Dakota, they die. Braveheart, he's dead. Treyway, they're falling left and right. Buddybuddy, it does not matter. They will have wiped all 5 players from Treyway, and the boom shot will be in their hands.
Oh, you saw the line cooks there, and Godplay, Speedy, and Crushmo getting the job done.
Yeah.
Japping it up in the back, chopping it up. The players on Treyway, as they come back and get their home hill, they're keeping the pressure. It's all 5 members making sure they get their home hill back. They got 1 player down. They're trying to be aggressive. Godplay is looking for a 1-shot. He brought his teammates some time to tap up. So ultimately, you know, being selfless and doing what he had to do for the squad there. And they do have boom shot backed up as well.
Yeah, Speedy, right now with the pistol out, he's going to pocket that boom shot just for a little bit. But Treyway, a bit upset about that initial push. So they're going to try to return the favor. Pushing out, getting kills left and right. Abolix decapping the E-Hill, and Morality has been taken out, but Speedy dies to Dakota Abolix.
I love when I see players get downed out 3 times. That's a good sign of teamwork. Yeah. If a player gets downed out 3 times, that means that somebody was working hard on the opposite team. A group of players was. We did see Speedy use all those boom shots, so no more will be on the side of Buddybuddy, but they are looking to get a 2-hill advantage, something that they've had very few of this entire map. I feel like they've always been kind of playing behind. It's almost like they lost the fundamentals of escalation on this one.
Pretty much. When you see Crushmo pushing out, getting the kill on a Bolix, and with the team fight happening, Buddybuddy, they have the upper hand. Crushmo now backing up, getting the cover, make sure he doesn't get down. But God plays in trying to decap this E-hill in the 2v2.
Maybe saying they lost the fundamentals of escalation is a little bit too harsh. But you know, this has been a struggle of a map form.
Yeah.
You know, they've won some good gunfights, but I think ultimately they've just gotten out-rotated.
They haven't found a strong point yet, especially off of the initials and just power weapon placements. They tried to bring the fight towards the kitchen. No, they lost that. The fight over at the E-hill, they lost that consistently. What is your strong point and how are you going to capitalize on it?
Let's see. Getting some shots in. You're going to start to see 2-hill advantage in front of Trey. Now, the boom's going to get hit. Boom's going to connect with somebody. 4v4. It's a close game, too, as well. Trey can win off 2.
Yeah, Treyway definitely can win off of 2, but they're going to have to go ahead and cap that. You see Farm now going towards the E-hill area. It's going to be 2-1 in Hill. Zysho getting hit with a headshot, and Speedy gets another boom shot in the kitchen.
Yeah, yes he is. So you see 5-2, the lead still in Buddybuddy's favor.
Yeah, it's going to be it. Treyway, they're going to have to go for a triple cap domination. A 2-1 Hill lead isn't going to cut it. The E-hill now being capped by Crushmo. That's going to be all she wrote, but the D-hill gets taken away. So you know what? It's not the impossible.
It's not impossible just yet.
Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it. You're going to have to beat Crushmo. Crushmo can't win these fights. He gets traded. All right, Zysho gets a kill on Crushmo with 7 more seconds.
He needs to go huge.
You have to do this.
Oh, he took the inside aim.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Right, so, Blaze, let me bring this up a little bit.
Okay.
It's kind of genius your foresight into it. You said to put the sniper rifle in the kitchen area. The fact that they put a boom shot there, they brought over another team fight. If it was just a sniper rifle, you wouldn't have a 4v4 in that area.
Nah, yeah, you wouldn't. I wanted them to kind of play for Buddybuddy to put the boom shot down, for them to win that last round.
Yes.
Play for the win, right? You need to win rounds. You don't have another weapon placement. Play for the win. And then if they would have won that team fight, then Buddybuddy would 100%.
Put a boom shot down. Yeah.
I guarantee you they would have did it. That's just how they were thinking in that moment. Because I would have did it. You know, so
yeah.
it would have worked out. But now they're in a situation where they completely just split the map in half. Now you're gonna have a 2v2 in one area and a 3v3 in another. It looks like it's offset. Buddybuddy has a 3v3 in kitchen. Treyway has a 3v3 in E.
All right, whichever side you have the numbers on, you have to act fast. Have to get that call out as soon as possible. Firearm picking up the boom shot. We see a player down. Dakota with his Lancer out. Crushmo taking out Braveheart. And this is gonna be so important with Speedy down. Godplace gets taken out by Zysho. Speedy gets taken out, and Abolix has a drop shot.
Yep, and both teams, whichever side they push the 3-2, they got the power weapon. So both teams acquire one of these power weapons, and now they just need to make the best use of it. But that's something that you want to see. And so if you want to, put a boom shot on one end and a drop shot on another, good. You could do that, right? But you have to, play the gamble. Are we going to get even numbers on each side or offset numbers on each side? I mean, there's going to be 3v3 versus a 2v2 or 3v2 on each side of the map. So it worked out for both these teams. And it's just like, okay, who can use the better power weapon? Now, boom shot has 2 shots, drop shot has 4. So that's a clear advantage in favor of Treyway, having more ammo in that weapon. On a map like this that's so flat, the drop shot is more useful. So next round, if I'm Buddybuddy, I might send a 3 down low for the drop.
You got that right.
But I think that's kind of personal preference on which one you want. Speedy may be more of a fan of the boom shot than the drop, but I feel like he's a very versatile player and he can use both.
All right, now Zysho taking out Godplace. You have the number advantage. Make sure you move up just a little bit, but they're going to go ahead and turtle on this 2-1 Hill lead. They have a great little advantage, but it can be taken away swiftly if a team fight goes wrong. Okay.
So in this situation, if you're on a trade side, you just have to mark people.
Yeah.
Mark people. It takes you just got to mark Speedy. Your drop shot can make the play. But they're going to hold the 2 cap and use the drops for the pushes. And it's coming.
Oh,
it's coming now.
Here it goes.
Can they stop it? Over the top. Boom. Man advantage. You back it up now. And as soon as you see a player step foot in that E-hill, you spam another one there. Oh, he's watching the side, but God plays, gets aggressive, pushes in his chest. This is where you pulled out that drop again. I don't think he has any more, but the damage is already done. His team has the man advantage, but Speedy still got 2 booms. Ring around to Rosie. He connects with that one.
Speedy's down. Firearm is going to be big.
This is going to be
he has his teammates there to help him out.
And they're going to get a new drop shot.
No.
So, but Toy is fighting for boom on the other end of the map.
If Toy wins that 1v1, it's a wrap.
Oh, did that drop shot get picked? Nope, it's still, oh, it went somewhere. Where did it go? Somebody did pick it. I think they killed the player that picked it.
Yeah. It's just a seesaw battle over here in this E-hill area with no apparent winner, but Treyway, they're going to go ahead and cap it up. But
this is a successful strategy for Trey. Why? They put the drop shot to create chaos. This has been a chaotic round. I saw a lot of uncertainty on the side of Buddybuddy on what they want to do. They like, do we go for the boom, the drop? They both spawn in 2 minutes. They both on opposite ends of the map. This is a viable strategy for some teams to play around.
Yeah.
The team with the most composure will come out on top.
All right, so this can either be a comeback or it's going to be all she wrote. Buddybuddy, 6-3 against Treyway. Map point, series point. They win this round, they will be your North American 2K champions.
What if they come back?
That's going to be so bad for Buddybuddy. That's going to be so bad.
But the way that they did it would have been so flawless.
If they do it right here, right now, just that type of defeat a week before Mexico.
After you win the second map and you win like 6 out of the first 7 rounds of this one.
Like, what type of mental breakdown?
Oh, that'd be wild.
Would they have? Yeah.
Man, you might as well count them out. 3rd seed. You know? I don't think it's gonna. It can't. It's not. I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing on it. I leave it.
Let it play out.
I leave the guys. Leave it there. But in this one, you're gonna see Anarchy. He picks up 1, picks up 2. The kills go in favor of Trey. The 4th. The drop. The boom. The home hills. Don't
run. Stop switching.
Oh man.
Stop it. Stop it. No, you don't do that.
They better win this round. That's all I know.
All
Okay,
right.
we're good. Sorry to scream in you guys' ears, but they got it.
I got mad.
I got mad too.
You don't waste time when you're down 3-6.
You better.
What you doing?
There's 5 people dead. Why you changing weapons? You gotta go.
They didn't just change it once. They did it twice. Like they're playing patty cake with each other.
Like, yo, man, good job.
Come on.
High five. Man.
Oh, shout out
What's the
to
patty cake song? I forgot.
Patty cake.
Bakers, man. Yeah, see, we gotta do it. Like, I gotta air patty cake in order for me to remember.
I mean, we can do it when the cameras come back.
Nah, relax. I might remember it though. That's one of those things that just, works off muscle memory. If you played it back when you was a child, you start playing patty cake with anybody. Next thing you know, your hands start crossing.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You're looking like Treyway on that point, but
Ensign's in the middle of the map. Oh, this time they matched it, so they didn't make a mistake this time. It's a 2v2 fight up top and 3v3 fight down low. Prioritizing the drop.
Oh, and this is for the bread. Tiebreaker map Dakota.
Got hit.
God plays. Going big, taking out Lanarchy and Dakota.
That trade was not a good trade. Now you need to push him.
You don't have the time. You don't have the time. His teammates are coming.
Oh, the drop is coming. If y'all don't get that boom.
Get that boom shot, boy.
You don't get. Oh, to the left.
No!
Oh, he dodged. Okay, but still, you need make up for it.
My heart.
Oh, 1v3.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, no, he's gonna fall on that one. All right, Sideshow. He's getting flanked as well.
Oh no.
But he's on enemy side of the map. He's in enemy territory. Their home hill is gonna be at D, so they're okay for now. I don't know how many drops got used on the side of Buddybuddy, but we do know both booms got used. Speedy has the drop on the side of the Buddybuddy. So he's also rotating towards E. We'll see how aggressive and how they want to play this one. He has 3 in the chamber.
Oh boy.
Buddybuddy match point.
Treyway, everything is on the line right here. Backs against the wall, down 4-6. They're gonna have to be flawless for 3 rounds straight if they want to win their very first 2K championship here on Fight Night. But with Speedy putting out the drop shot, able to take out Morality. Taking out a player for Treyway.
2 more drops in hand, but the question is Buddybuddy gonna play for 2, or are they gonna slowly try to push in for the trip cap? What Trey is doing, which they should do, is keep making these rotations left and right. Keep try to make these plays. Beat the rotations out of Buddy. You don't want to stay in one area of the map because as soon as you do that, and as soon as you plant your feet, next thing you know, Buddy's coming up with a strategy. They know exactly where you are, and it's just a matter of time before they come up with the perfect strategy to end the round on you. So you need to stay moving. You need to keep giving them different looks, but you need to safely do it.
All right, Braveheart able to stay alive, moving up with his teammates with Crushmo in his sights. Now you can see the bait and switch. Crushmo now forced to retreat. Back to the kitchen area.
Man, if you don't push forward.
Safe. Yeah, all that bouncer.
All that circling, man, if you don't hop in that kitchen and try to cut him off at the other end of the door and get a kill for your team.
Blaze, what the score read?
Man, 6-4, you down. It ain't time to be dancing.
169 to 78. Treyway, they're going to have to act now. They're at a point to where they have to get a triple cap in order to win the round. Buddybuddy with a power weapon in their hands.
They gave up another drop, though. They gave up another drop.
This is going to be?
They gave up another drop. They got a boom. They might get E.
Got to run through the fire. Oh, he gets burned. That's going to be it, Blaze.
He had to, though. You know, he had to. He had to get it done. But getting it done in the end, the Vets, your third seed. It's Buddybuddy getting it done. Speaking of third seeds, we're going to see who's going to be in their pool after this one. But congratulations to Treyway giving us an exciting North American 2K final. And congratulations to Buddybuddy for winning it. You know, looking like the team we know they are. Not the team we saw in map 1.
True.